for war. I'm ready for more.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. His first carry, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And some room to work. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throw left side complete. That's Foster. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down, Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. It's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing now is Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Rico Gafford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Here's 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going deep here for Allen. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! It's complete. Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. 7-7. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco Broncos score. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This one fielded at the 5. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Chargers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Block off a play action. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Lock. And this one complete to Gafford. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
1st down, Broncos.
Lock now on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The kick by McManus is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 13. Check 13.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 4 down. 4 down.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Chargers 7. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert steps away to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Chargers 15.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Forced out to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said,
and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Green to bring it back. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Tackled by Draymond Jones. A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And Allen's got it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chargers 23.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. This to Hines on the drop-off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Randy Gregory able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Green to bring it back. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert being chased out left. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
29.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bronco score. McManus now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 48, Chargers 29.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving